Hey everyone, Jason here, digital marketing consultant, and in this YouTube video, you're going to learn the raw truth and dark side of starting a YouTube channel, and actually 3 reasons why you might not want to start a YouTube channel. These are 3 really valid points that a lot of creators don't really want to talk about or admit, but if you're going to invest the next 2 to 3 years of part-time of your life making a YouTube channel, you need to know about these things. If at the end of this video you decide that YouTube's still for you, you can check out the links in the description to some helpful videos on how to get up and running with YouTube ads, get your first 500 subscribers, as well as using YouTube ads to accelerate the growth of your channel. But first, let's talk about 3 reasons why you might not actually want to bother with YouTube at all. And the first reason is it takes a really long time. And I mean a really long time. And I'm speaking as a normal person who didn't have any YouTube friends who were already famous, didn't have a giant marketing budget, and didn't already know how to essentially talk on the camera, and didn't even know what types of cameras I should use for YouTube when I first started. So if that's similar to you, you have a lot of work to do in terms of just understanding how to create and record your first video. And then after you actually start posting videos, you're looking at least a year or 2 of hardly any views, 2 or 3 comments on each upload, and of course pretty much no monetization at all, which when we get into number 2 doesn't actually really matter. So unless you really already enjoy making videos, or you think you're going to enjoy making videos, and you would make videos even if you only got to do it part-time and you do it on your free time, even if it never would become a full-time thing, then yeah, YouTube might be for you. If that doesn't sound like you, like the other 98% of us, then I highly suggest you view YouTube as something that's going to complement a business that you want to start, a personal brand that you want to build, or a product or service that you already have that you want to sell. I think it's a great platform for building an audience and a brand for a actual business or service as a freelancer. But if you're looking to just be 100% influencer, you're gonna make these awesome videos and millions of people are gonna watch, well, you're in for a really long and hard road that's not going to end with any significant income for a few years. And those that do reach that income within a year or 2 or a couple of months, there's always some ounce of luck in there, and the other 99% of channels that start out in the exact same place wind up not making it. Now, reason number 2, YouTube might not be the best for you, and this comes into just the dark side of YouTube, and that is demonetization. As YouTube continues to change, less and less videos are being monetized, and more videos, even ones that should still be monetized, are being dinged for non-advertiser friendly content. Now, irrespective of what your opinion of this is, here's the lowdown on what's actually going on. YouTube has to make money. You post a video, YouTube wants to put ads on that video eventually so that they can make money. They don't need to put ads on all videos, just enough where they can keep the lights on and actually eventually keep their shareholders happy. When it comes to the type of content that's allowed to be monetized though, YouTube's not really the one making the decision. They're making the decision based upon what advertisers want, what brands want. So brands are looking at YouTube, but they don't want to advertise on certain types of videos and certain topics or certain creatives, and so YouTube is trying their best to make sure that they are making all of the brands happy, the people who are actually paying the bills and keeping the lights on at YouTube. So what that means for you as a content creator, depending upon the type of content you want to create, it's very important that you look and make sure that the content you're making doesn't have the potential to be demonetized. And I know this can be a very controversial subject for a lot of people. And really, it just comes down to what are advertisers willing to pay for? That's it. And that's the end of the day. Those are the people who pay everyone's bills. So if they don't like your content, they don't want to be associated with whatever you're doing, that's their right, and you're going to have to be able to come up with another way to monetize your videos or keep your own lights on if it turns out advertisers don't want to advertise on your videos. That's just the cold, hard truth. Now, number 3 is haters. Now, I'm not talking about the haters you're inevitably going to get in the YouTube comment section and all of the dislikes. That's just part of YouTube. I'm not talking about all those weird looks you're going to get when you're walking around trying to vlog, or you're doing B-roll shots, or you're just taking pictures and people look and go, oh, there's just someone who wants to be vain on social media. I'm talking about the people that you already know. your family, your friends, your coworkers, and when we get to the end, actually your boss. And these are the people who are going to be the meanest and most critical of you starting a channel. I have had heartbreaking conversations with coaching students where every time they go see their parents, they're just hounded constantly on how they're wasting their time on YouTube, or they're made fun of when they're out with friends for drinks and they constantly get asked, so you're just trying to be famous? Like, what's up with that? Like, why are you trying to be famous? What's so great about you, right? Those people those comments are going to cut the deepest. It's easy and something that you're gonna have to get used to with YouTube, where you get people cussing you out, people not liking your videos, or getting weird looks when you're trying to vlog and do B-roll shots. All of that is normal. That's stuff we can get over. But when we have family, friends, and coworkers who are just constantly judging us, now I know you may be thinking, oh, that's not me. Everyone in my life is great and positive. That's cool, but there are a lot of potential YouTubers who really need to think about whether or not they have to keep their YouTube life private for an extended period of time. That's something that I've personally decided to do. I never post anything about my channel on my Facebook page, and it's actually surprising how many people I actually interact with who have no idea that I have a YouTube channel, and those relationships I think are better for it because I know the pushback I would get if they knew, and just the condescending comments, because people can easily get jealous of your success or you trying to achieve success. Now, the final thing I want to end with, and this is particularly for you professionals out there, is if you're doing content that's around anything related to your job. I'm getting tongue-tied here because this is a little emotional for me, but anything related to your job, there's a high probability that you might have a very uncomfortable conversation with your manager or boss. And I've talked to people and I've had some of these conversations as well, where essentially I'm told that you need to stop making YouTube videos, or I have friends who've been told that they had to follow certain guidelines making their videos, even though it had nothing to do with their job or company. And I know people who have been straight up fired from their job because they made YouTube videos. So the haters is really real, and this is a huge deal, especially in the context of the first two. Remember, number one, it's going to take a really long time to see any traction. Number two, demonetization is real. You're probably not going to make a lot of money from YouTube ad revenue, so you have to wind up building a business or something, which means you seriously have to consider how long you can keep your YouTube channel private from some of those people in your life who may be super negative or have the ability to cut off your job or paycheck. So I know that this was a really kind of dark and not very uplifting video, but I think it's very important that we just address right off the bat the downside of starting a YouTube channel. This is a lot of work, there are a lot of haters out there, and it can take a long time for monetization to really kick in, if it ever does for your channel. So thank you so much for watching. I sincerely hope you got some value out of this video. My goal is not to discourage you. My goal is to just show you what you need to be aware of before you start down this crazy long journey of being a YouTuber. So if you have any questions, or you actually have any retorts, like you think I'm wrong on one of these points, go ahead and comment in the comment section below. Your insights is going to help others determine whether or not starting a YouTube channel is right for them. So go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe, and until next time, keep building the business you love.